These are some mobilization screens to give a try at home or in the gym. First one is called bulletproofing your shoulders, and what there it comes from is the functional movement screen, where we would take our hands and try and touch them behind our back, where we're trying to get the hands to touch, and what that looks at is the external and internal rotation of our shoulder, as well as the flexion and the extension of our shoulders. So not everyone can get their hands to touch behind your back. It's not a big deal. We've got balls to fix those. So the way we do that then is get a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball. We put that on the back of the shoulder or around the rotator cuff area. Roll over to our side, and then we take our arm and externally rotate it, giving a little bit more pressure backwards, where we're getting a little bit deeper into our external rotation for about 30 reps I like on those. And then we go the opposite way, where we're internally rotating our shoulder. And then we can stand up, and we like tests and retests. So hopefully after we've done that, we could check the arm position, see if we've got a little bit more range of motion there. The second one we have then is a simple, kind of goofy one, but it's to stand up, see if we can grab one of your legs and kiss your toes. And what that's doing is checking the external rotation of our hip on there. So when we're going through a squat, we're externally rotating our hip, or taking a lunge, or even jogging, walking around, the hip's always externally rotating. So if you can't get your toe up to your mouth to give a little kiss, the mobilization on there kind of comes from a yoga pose, which is called a pigeon pose. The way we do this is set up where we get our leg we're trying to rotate onto a bench in front of us, the back legs and a little bit extension behind us. This one definitely requires a breathing pattern though. So what I'm doing on this video here is I'm taking 2 big, deep diaphragmatic breaths in. I am then creating tension into my hip, pushing my leg into the bench, holding my breath for 4 seconds, and then slowly exhaling for 6 seconds. As I go through that exhale, I'll feel tension leave my hip, and then I will start to fold forward a little bit until I feel tension again, and then repeat that process. 2 big, deep diaphragmatic breaths in, a big breath in, hold it, create tension in my hip, pushing my hip into the bench, slow exhale, and then taking up that new range of motion I've gotten. When you're done with that, you can stand up, try and kiss that toe again, see if you've created change in your hip. Third one we did is just a quick check to see if we can hinge forward and touch the ground. So this is checking the pliability of our hamstrings in the back. So we should be able to get our fingertips or our palms to the ground if we just hinge forward, try and touch the ground. If we can't do that, or even if we can, this is one of my favorite mobilizations. It's called monkey bars of death. So you do need a squat bar to do this one, or just a barbell to do this one, but we'd set up the bar around hip height on there. We would get a leg flexed in front of us, and we're gonna put different parts of our hamstring from the glutes to the knee onto the bar. And in this video, I'm extending my leg for 10 reps, I'm flexing my leg for 10 reps, and then I'm slowly internally, externally rotating my leg for 10 reps. Then I'm gonna move my hip backwards about 1 inch, go on to new tissue, and then repeat that process, slowly extending my knee for 10 reps, slowly flexing my knee for 10 reps, and then slowly internally and externally rotating my knee for 10 reps. When you dismount from that bar, you should feel a whole lot of change when you go to retest and touch the ground again.